Oh, I hate when it does that. There we go. Welcome to episode 2 of the Conscious Stream. Not too long ago, I got finished recording and publishing the first episode of that doggone podcast. And today I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. I'm shooting for 25 to 30 minute mark. So I'm watching the timer. I'm going to let it go that way. Today is like a prelude into the rest of this podcast's future. And I'm kind of rushing this right before bed. And I want to commit to this second episode today. And I'm just going to use it as an opportunity to explain what I'm doing exactly, because this will be an experience for everybody involved. Those listening, me, and in between, because this is going to be an open platform, mixed media kind of art experience, not just a podcast, not just a stream, but combining elements with the website. And I just don't know how I'll do it, how things will work out. It's about figuring it out as I go. So I'm just going to try to mix it all up and create a wide variety of content, and just not hold back on what I do, and give other people opportunities with the platform, so people can not just help me and other people kind of committed to this idea, or people that are attached to it, they can help themselves. I don't want to make it about just me. So I want to make a point about, working together, giving credit where it's due, and not needing to have your name on the front of everything. So I'm just doing it how I have to at the moment. I'm doing a lot myself, so in regards to taking credit, I'm going to take my credit and move on as I go. So I know some people just don't quite get it yet, and no amount of explaining, So I don't know. I like the way it's working out now, where I'm kind of doing the nonprofit like I had planned, and I've kind of made some contacts that are more beneficial that direction. So I'm gonna do more with that doggone podcast, and then I'm gonna have this solo thing going, and let people kind of come and go as they please. And then Cast It 1020, I'm going to revamp. I'm just going to come back and start doing episodes and do it differently. And I don't know. I'll have to plan it out, and I'll have to make it I want it to be something healthy. I want it to be an opportunity for up-and-coming artists, and I don't want it to become something toxic. So I'm gonna take it one step at a time here, but I have plans, I have good ideas, and I want to try to execute there this year. Execute. Anyway, I'm going to take an opportunity to just be myself here and do what I want to for a little bit, and use this podcast as a vessel for that, and get better at hosting and public speaking, and kind of prepare myself really for the new job, just in terms of public speaking. That's not exactly my strong suit, but you can learn to do anything. So I'm here working on it, and I have my methods, they're working for me at the moment, so I'm gonna take it in stride. That being said, the podcast from here, today being short and sweet, but like in the future probably being longer format, especially the way I'm doing this. It might get more interesting in the future, but like the next few episodes might be kind of personal and long, and they're about me. It's a chance to explore myself and do something different and do it my way, and not like have any spats about creative control. So I think I need that right now. I think this is my way of getting that. So I'm gonna start it off just by like this next episode on Friday. I'm gonna make this whole week about getting back into the writing. I took last week off, or the past week off, and I just haven't written in the morning, and now I'm getting to the point where I'm like, I need it. And I just thought it was as important to commit to those first 100 days and not, give up. Because I did when I messed up. I started the count over, and I had added days to the end of my my end goal to ensure that. So that's why the days kind of built up for me. Anyway, I committed to that first 100 days. I didn't miss a day. And then I decided, well, it's important to take a break. And I just felt burned out on it while I was trying to actually like record a podcast. And the only reason I'm in here doing this is because I was offered some money to do a little bit of music right now, and I took the chance, especially because I thought it was a cool idea. Anyway, I might talk about that at some point when I get done with it, but right now I'm trying to finish that for the person that wants to pay me for it, so I want to make sure it gets done. And I was just setting up the equipment and decided I could do the podcast real quick, and I don't know, I had that spark again for a minute. I thought this was the best way to do it for now, especially just finishing the artist way and kind of being in a place of growth and like being really introverted and thinking about myself, not really narcissistic, but like just introverted. That's the best way to describe it. So I don't know, I've been reflective and wanting to do certain things a certain way, and I thought the podcast would just be a good way for now, locally, just to explore myself artistically and do just audio and see like what I can gain from this experience, what I can learn, and continuing forth, this portion of me podcasting, me creating media, is also influencing the new album and the new movie, which I'm going to allow to like coincide with each other, almost like a little multiverse, damn it. But the idea is elements in both will be in each other, and the album itself is going to be about my hometown and elements of it and stories, and it's just a unique thing in and of itself. So I'm not sure what the sound is. I'm not sure what to expect. I'm doing, I've done a lot of writing already. I've done a lot of, planning. I've done a lot of, I don't know. I just need to organize chaos and kind of staple the pieces together. And I have a pretty solid idea of what the album is. And as a precursor to people, it's going to be really heavy content. And it's going to kind of, at some points, explore my self-harm and, other aspects of my depression and things that were just going on when I was writing. So, I don't know. Let that be a prerequisite to whom it may concern, that some of the way I distribute it matters. There'll be 2 or 3 versions of it, and depending on what kind of consumer you are is how you'll get the media. But it's just about really heavy content, and I think it's not gonna be something I'm go overboard promoting or anything. I'm just gonna kind of let it out, and then I'm gonna move on to the next really fast. So this is just like a trophy piece. This is something for me. This is something to express myself and get it out. So, in my own way, of course. So that, I'm not gonna get really heavy into that in the podcast yet. I'm gonna actually create the media and release it before I decide how promoting it or talking about it goes. But from here to there, I'm going to just launch myself into this rabbit hole that is rereading my morning journal, my morning pages, and doing my new journal, my new morning pages, without the help of the workbook, the artist's way, of course, and just going through that and making new notes, and then listening to these 2 podcasts I've already recorded, 3 at this rate, and critiquing myself, taking notes on that, and then making this next episode about that, what I get out of that, those notes, and then seeing where doing things that way kind of launches us. And then I'm going to start to add video elements, and I'm going to make the podcast the podcast or the stream about creating it, if that makes sense. We're going to do it all together. And I might even start to make that a live event. We'll have a day where you watch the live stream and I do everything live, and then Friday the actual podcast release, you get a pre-record. You get what I'm going after. I mean, I'm not the first person to do this, so at this rate, there's 100 other people that do it this way, and I'm not gonna reinvent the wheel, so it is what it is. My pill's kind of kicking in. Yeah, so from here it's just about those notes, and then probably 4 episodes in, 5 episodes in, depending on how that Dog Op podcast is, and how income goes the next 4 or 5 months, probably. See how funding for the podcast is. I got to see if I can either get help or pay for it myself come February, and I'm going to try to get as much out of this as I can until February because of that. And then, worst case scenario, come February, I can't pay for this, and I'm paying rent, and I'm worried about other shit. It is what it is. I'll take a break, and when I meet my bottom line again, I can totally be like, hey, let's reactivate the RSS feed. So, for now, this is how things are going. And from that point, just start doing things locally. I don't know what I can do here in Columbus. I know there's some venues. Interviewing artists is potentially a thing. Going to stores in my hometown is something I'm gonna do. Not just sort of like local businesses. Going to landmarks, getting history and stuff like that. I don't know how it's gonna all play out yet, but that's kind of the fun of it, in my opinion, is figuring it out as I go. And then eventually it should turn into that album, and maybe a flick. And then I'll think about traveling further, maybe. So I don't know how far into the year that all goes. And right now I'm kind of, I might have a projected idea of where my income will be for what amount of work I'm giving in the next couple months. But my bottom line's not being met immediately, and that doesn't mean I'm not. It doesn't mean I'm broke or not paying bills. And of course, I've got 3 W-2s to work with right now, so it's that time of the year. So I don't know just where the next month or two are even going. So I don't want to plan too far ahead. And I have a studio here in the house, so I can do this right here where I'm at and figure it out that way, and even do things remotely to get me further than where I am now. And that works. So, and other things I might consider are conventions. I'm not going to call anybody out by name. If I do go somewhere, I'll mention where I'm at, what I'm doing, but right now I know a goal is I have a picture of Jason Mewes and Kevin Smith playing Jay and Silent Bob, and Jason Mewes has signed it, and the quest for Kevin's signature is definitely going to be a reoccurring theme here, because that's gonna drive my fucking OCD crazy now, man. You can't have one signature. And he kind of drew an arrow, and it's pointing to Kevin, and it says sexy. So I'm like, he started this like connection that I have to finish. I need that other signature, so that's going to be a reoccurring theme. That's a goal. And then there's some friends I probably want to meet with and give them a chance to brag, and try to probably a little more prepared than this, and probably a little more coherently come in and interview them and make that episode about them. That's my biggest thing. If you have a guest on your show, it should be about them, but it is what it is. Every guest will come on and get their promotion and move on like any other, talk show or whatever. I'm just here for the beer. This time. I get to be me, and I get to do whatever I want. I get to say fuck. And that's the way it's supposed to be. And then we get to go see cool shows and shit and talk to artists, and hopefully that's totally a thing. If I continue to build this platform that way, it will totally be a thing. I'm not there yet. Pretty close. I've done a lot of creating my own art, and that's something to work off of even. If I'm playing shows, it's an opportunity to both further the podcast and the blogs and the website, and those will be other topics up for debate in the future. As I kind of finish those things and figure out what I want to do from here with them. But everything over time from here will change. And then I'm going to start to work this all into my Patreon as well. So I can sort of start to support this habit. I keep trying to fix this thing, and I know I'm not going to. And it ruins the audio every time. But I'm just going to end this one at 30 minutes and post it anyway, because this is one of those I don't give a shit moments. I'm committing to a second episode of this and giving you guys it as best I can at this point, considering it's the end of my day. I'm about to go to bed, and I'm not really through these notes yet, and I kind of want to give myself the rest of the week to do that. But I really like the way that doggone podcast, holy shit, that's how you can tell my pillow's kicking in now. Might end it at 22. No, that doggone podcast went really well, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing it, and upon re-listening to it, get there towards the end where I caught that little string of coherency. It really was on point, and I did get some good information. And if you are a dog owner, dog lover, have a new puppy, blah blah blah, or want to hear about my friend's business, go check out that doggone podcast. Fuck, that's a tongue twister. Go check out that doggone podcast. That doggone stream. Shit. I suck at this. That doggone stream. Where I just talk about animals and shit. And don't cuss. That's its purpose. And then, other than that, I'm gonna try to, redo Dog Blog. And, that Facebook and that Instagram with Birth May and Kirby, and just for the people that want to see those two. There are people, if you can believe it, that want to just see their dogs. I know it blows my mind as well, but I take advantage of it, and so do the dogs. I don't know what the fuck I was talking about. Oh yeah, I'm gonna relaunch all that and make it family friendly and kind of bounce that doggone stream. I'll get it right, folks. I'm gonna bounce those off of each other, and then I'm gonna work the RSS off the website. And if you know anything about website building, you know what I'm doing here. So, it's all going to link, it's all going to build off of each other, and everybody I can get, to help out and help them with the platform. It's just going to be mutually beneficial the more I do it this way. So, the more people that get involved, the more people that take it seriously, the more people that kind of get something from it, you know what I mean? That's how this works. So I'm gonna try to keep doing it this way and not not make it something toxic. Like, sometimes it feels like you get too many hands involved, it's hard to help. But I think it'll all work out, and everybody's that's involved now is going to be like kind of into it and not. They get it. I don't have to overexert myself explaining. So, that being said, that's where I'm ending this episode. I'm getting kind of incoherent and my medicine's kicking in, so I'm going to bed for sure. I'll go lay down and pass out. And yeah, the next episode will just be like me going through these notes. I've already started taking some. I've read through half of this journal. Excuse me. And I'm gonna read through it again, but I'm at where I'm at with it, and there's just more to do, and I haven't done it yet, so this episode is going to be kind of lame too. The other one might be more interesting. It's going to be more about just organizing yourself and moving forward creatively, kind of the way I'm trying to, and seeing we're actually committing to like this sort of boot camp I did, seeing what it can do for or seeing what it did for me personally after the fact, you know what I mean? So yeah, we'll see where episode 2 goes after I take these notes, because there's a lot here. It's like 300 pages, and I'm surprised at how much I've really actually written in less than a year. It's like you could write 2 or 3 novels once a year, you know? You really could if you like, man, you really put the effort into it. This was 3 to 5 pages every morning for our less than 100 days. That's me rounding. It was like 95, 96 days before I was like at 250 pages. That's insane to think about. Like, that's a lot to write. I wrote that many pages. Like, that feels like a real accomplishment, right? Like, that's a whole book. And I've written a lot of short stories and pieces of that, and I've, over years, I've written like 3 novels, but it's not put together yet, if that makes sense. It's incoherent. There's 3 stories, and they're written, but now I need to like sit down and figure that shit out and like make it make sense, because that's, I don't know, that many pages in terms of writing a coherent story and making it like fiction, man. I couldn't even tell you what all I wrote. I just have all these weird like ideas I've been coming up. Who knows what influenced them or didn't, and what I've already put out. It's just like, it's a lot. So yeah, I might even make this podcast to some degree about that, like pursuing help even to like finalize that. And not like I couldn't figure it out myself, but like finding a ghostwriter. Maybe one episode is about how I used a ghostwriter or I used the podcast to pursue a ghostwriter and make it about that process. But yeah, I think I need someone to like sit beside me and listen to me and listen to me go through my scribblings and without stealing my work. But it's just, I think for me it's my attention span. I just can't sit there for that long and not lose focus to the point where I kind of get these blips of bleh. You can hear it in me talking on these podcasts, and that's, I'm hoping that just gives me a unique charm, even though I'm gonna have to learn to kind of move past that sort of, I don't want to call it stage fright. I think it's just too much going on around me at once. Look, I'm not trying to be president or anything. I'm just making an audio journey of whatever the fuck I'm doing right now. Anyway, that being said, again, that's my last word on this episode of the podcast. So this will be episode 2 of the Conscious Stream, and man, it's 11:21 on Monday, and I'm like, that last hour, half an hour, 40 minutes, whatever, I just want to commit to putting the episode out, so that's what this is. Don't judge me too hard for it. So I'm out. This is 3 Dog. Ow. And you're listening to the Conscious Stream. It sounds weird. Hello? 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 Wee! 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 Wee!
Go walk over to Park 3.
You're going to? Right now?
Oh, fuck. Here we go. Shit.
What?
You want this shit, this is what we're doing.
We're going for a walk. Alright. Weird. What the hell, Larry? I have this long ass weird track. Shut up, Facebook. Yeah. What the actual fuck? Loving you is easy 'cause you're beautiful. Do, 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 do. The fuck you looking at, Four Eyes? Well,
Somebody here.
excuse me?
Somebody here.
Yeah?
That's annoying. I don't want to play around people I don't know.
What a giant waste of fucking time. I'm coming, Larry. Jeez. The playing golf.
You ready?
I guess.
Well, record that shit.
It's already recording.
I doubt it.
I've been fucking idiot.
You're right.
Two
noodles.
Oh, it is. Wow, that is. The fuck is this thing? Oh, today, DJI. That's the name of the song. Oi. Hover a bit to the mic. Dude. For Garbage Pail Kids.
Looking.
Oh, we got some noises. Oh, let's get out of here.
I can't feel my eyes. Salad. I can't see. Oh my god. How did I have this? I think I had it like this. This. Ah.
Larry Berry.
Sun is bright. I was blind. I'm going diagonal.
Here the fuck we go. Listen, LaRon. No. On my way back to the house. That sounds better. Oh shit. Fuck. God damn.